Riders, let's go. A1, can Max Mächler take this win? We are ready to go. And they are off. Ooh, Max almost getting it wrong. Mark, a whole bunch of kerfuffleage going on back of us. But right now, here's 1 and 2 out front. I think Robbie Dodge might have got caught in some of that. Max Mächler, Mark Stiles, Michael Bolt, Morgan Williams, Dave Vera, Raymond Derrick. Robbie Dodge got caught up in that all the way down to the bottom. So let's see. These two battled it out in qualifying. Can they battle it out today? Right behind them, Michael Bolt and Morgan Williams. So we have Germany, UK, America. So Dave Vera making a move in that pink car. So let's get our other camera on that battle for third, fourth, and fifth while we follow this one with Gene. Max Mächler in that orange and white, and Mark Stiles from the UK. Coming down the straightaway they go, separated by 0.3 of a second. We have a vicious battle going on between Michael Bolt, Vera, and Cunning in the back. We're going to jump to that right now, and there is Dave Vera. Oh, what a great pass by Max Kenning. Max Kenning coming all the way from 10th. So Kenning now from 10th to 4th. They are absolutely flying right now. So it's Mächler, Stiles, Bolt, Kenning, Vera, Williams. All righty then. Let's get back to our leaders. And there we are. Mächler getting a bit of space between him and Stiles. But we've seen that's not enough as this racing comes by. Mächler looking to take that first win. Mark Stiles looking to take it away from him. Both of them Awesomatics teammates. Germany versus the UK here. Max Speed versus Stiles of Mercedes. Max Mächler coming on. It's going to be a 12.4, a 12.5 for Stiles. Michael Bolt into second. Canning in fourth. Eric Anderson. Robbie Dodge now up to sixth. Oh, wow. Max avoiding ultimate disaster there, but now he has Mark Stiles right behind it there, separated by 9/100 of a second. So Max Mächler coming through. He has to fend off a very hard-charging Mark Stiles as they are neck and neck right behind each other coming into the chicane. Max coming down. There we see him separated by 1/10 of a second. Mächler looking a little bit conservative. Mark Stiles having to push the issue a little bit. Now Max pulling out a little bit in front of him. There's Dave Vera, who's running ninth, currently in front of him. He must have been involved in that wreck. So Mächler getting a little bit in front of his teammate, Awesomatics, Mark Stiles. These guys fought each other in qualifying. They're fighting each other on the track. They're about to come up in some lap traffic. There's Morgan Williams and Dave Vera. Hopefully they let them by. Wow. So it's going to be Mächler, Stiles, Bolt, Kenning, Anderson, Robbie Dodge. I was talking to Kenning. He was like, starting 10th on the grid is not the best, but he finds himself in 4th. So great driving, great start from Max Kenning. Mächler trying to fend off a hard-charging Stiles as well as thread the needle through this lap traffic in front of him. Mächler very emotional after taking TQ, tears coming out of his eyes. A great dude, gotten to know him over the last week, and we have had some great conversations. I would like to see him. Wouldn't be mad if Mark Stiles won. Robbie Dodge is absolutely flying as well. So let's see what happens. Mächler pulling off a little bit of a gap between him. Thank you, Dave Vera, for letting them by. That's how it's done. Great sportsmanship by our lap traffic. Stiles, though, got to put his head down. Now that gap, 9/10 of a second. It's Mächler, Stiles, Kenning. Robbie Dodge now up to 4th. Kenning up to 4th. Kenning up to 3rd. Dodge up to 4th. So Kenning and Dodge are about to be in a big battle for 3rd and 4th. As we are on board with Mächler, who's pulling out a gap, 1.2 seconds last time by. And we are on board with Mark Stiles. Mark Stiles in second. 3.6 seconds back of him is Max Kenning. We got to find that battle between Kenning and Dodge. As we are now currently on second place of Mark Stiles, that white and pink. We're going to find that battle with Max Kenning and Robbie Dodge, 2 X-ray teammates. So we have 2 Awesomatics, 2 X-ray right behind them. So there we see. There's Robbie Dodge in 4th place coming down the straightaway. Max Kenning just in front of him. Robbie Dodge, after that horrible start, now back up to 3rd. Not 4th, sorry. Trying to put his head down. There's Kenning right in front of him. Kenning starting on 10th. Mächler now 1.4 seconds ahead of Mark Stiles. We are on board of X-rays. Robbie Dodge, who was very fast in qualifying. Very good driver. He is absolutely flying. Behind him, he has Michael Bolt, who is 9/10 back. So Dodge trying to put in the afterburners. There's Max Kenning, his X-ray teammate. who is currently in third, starting in 10th. Great driving by Max to get up to third. Starting, like I said, starting in 10th. And it looks like Robbie Dodge, looks like Kenning made a mistake because Robbie Dodge is now separated by 0.6 of a second. Keeping my eye on that first place run. Max Mächler is now 1.8 seconds in front of Mark Stiles. So let's have a look at what our leader's doing. There's our leader, Max Mächler, out there on his own, out there on a Saturday afternoon drive, just keeping enough pace to keep Mark Stiles at bay. But Mark Stiles absolutely flying right now. Let's see, that's a 12.6 for Max. That's a 12.7 for Mark. But Max Cunning and Robbie Dodge are very close to each other. Let's go back to that. Let's check out our battle for third. And there we go. There is Max Kenning. He is fending off a hard charge. And Dodge gets by him. So then Dodge set his sights on Mark Style as he gets by Kenning. Robbie Dodge having a very bad start, getting caught in a big crash at the very beginning. So now he has to put his head down. That orange car he is about 5.3 seconds back of Dodge. We got 1 minute and 57 seconds left to go. Mächler pulling out to a 2-second lead over Mark Stiles. So Robbie Dodge trying to get up and challenge Mark Stiles, but he's probably going to run out of time. So Mächler absolutely flying right now. That gap 2.3 seconds ahead of Mark Stiles. So flying right now. Robbie Dodge trying to click off some fast laps. Robbie Dodge coming by. That's a 12.9 just now. He has a 0.6 of a second in front of Max Kenning, so he still has to be cognizant about Kenning right behind him. Yeah, I would agree, Oliver. He let him by. Knows that he was faster. Team orders maybe, Oliver? Can Robbie Dodge set his sights on Mark Stiles? Yeah, nope. That's going to be a hard 5 seconds to make up. So we're going to finish up with Mächler, who's our leader, 2.4 seconds in front. Dodge probably going to have to settle for a third place. And here is Max Speed. He is absolutely out there. He has got one win in the victory event. If he finishes like this, still 40 seconds to go. Anything can happen. It's not over till it's over. Mächler coming on that straightaway. It's going to be a 12-13-2. Mächler making a slight bobble in the start, going up into the gray stuff of that corner. I agree with you, Oliver, but Robbie Dodge was very fast. I hope Robbie Dodge gets a good start in the next one and sees what happens. So right now, 14 seconds to go. Mächler now 2.3 seconds in front of Mark Stiles. Absolutely flying, Mächler. He'll be happy getting his first win in the books. 2 seconds left to go. This will be his last couple of corners as he comes on that straightaway. Well done to Max Mächler taking that win. Mark Stiles is second. Robbie Dodge, Max Cunning, Michael Bolt, Eric Anderson, Raymond Dark, Dave Vera, Joe Chando, and Morgan Williams. I believe we're going down for our interviews. Well, you had a little bit of a challenge at first, but then it was kind of a Saturday afternoon drive for you after that.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a Saturday afternoon drive, but yeah, in the beginning, the start was not as good, and then I had a small gap, and I had nearly an issue overtaking a back marker because he was in the line. So I need to go around, and the carpet is still like, if you go offline, it's pretty sketchy. So there was no gap anymore, and then I needed to, try to make a gap. And I just try to not make too big mistakes. I'm still feeling good, so let's see. I hope.
I was a little bit nervous for you because at the start you kind of went up under the gray stuff there. I was like, oh no, but you kept it under control. Great driving, happy for you, and we look forward to seeing what you can do in A2. Congratulations, dude.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. See you later on.
That's Max and Kemp. We're going to get ready for the second finals of the day. We'll get back up in the commentary box. It is absolutely thick. You can cut it with a knife as we get ready. So let's get ready to go. Everybody's cheering on Mad Max. Can he do it? Send it. And they are off. Mad Max getting off to a much better start this time. but he has a rear view mirror full of styles. Robbie Dodge, too, getting out to a very good start. And behind him, Raymond Derrick. So Mad Max got Mark Styles right behind him. They are separated by 0.2 of a second. There's Robbie Dodge in that all-orange car right there. They are breaking away slightly from the pack. Eric Anderson now up to 4th. So Mad Max going straight into defensive. Mark Styles pushing the issue. Mark Styles going a little bit wide just now. Robbie Dodge looking to capitalize on any mistake made by these guys. Mächler thinking of winning this. He just has to win one more race. He has 7 minutes and 22 seconds left to go. Mächler sending it big time. Mad Max coming through that chicane. Oh, and he gets a little bit. He hops it up there, but no harm, no foul. Loses a little bit of time, but able to keep it on all fours. Little bit of off-road action going on up there, but he'll shake that off. Right now, EA right behind Robbie Dodge as they come through the short shoot section around that 180 and through this short chicane. Max Mächler putting a little bit of space between him, 0.3 of a second. Separating our top 5 is 1.4 seconds. So it's going to be Max Mächler, Mark Styles, Robbie Dodge, Eric Anderson, Michael Bolt, your top 5. There's Bolt in that green, that yellow, and that orange and purple right there. He is trying to latch on. Right behind him is Raymond Derrick. Oh, Mächler making a small mistake. That's going to allow Mark Styles back behind, in front of him, and he has a rear view mirror full of Robbie Dodge. So Mächler, he's got 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. He's now becoming the hunter, but right now he is being hunted by Robbie Dodge, and behind him, I believe that's Michael Bolt. Yes, Michael Bolt now up to 4th. So he's trying to latch on and getting that to that mix right there. While Mark Styles is pulling away ever so slowly. He has a 0.7 of a second lead just now. It is now 0.6. So let's see what can Mächler do. Are we going to see an A3? It will be exciting. I know Mächler wants to wrap this up in 2. Mark Styles wants a chance. Let's see how it all shakes out. Mächler kind of setting into his set, resetting himself, getting back, pacing himself. Robbie Dodge behind him. There's a battle for 3rd going behind him between Michael Bolt and Raymond Derrick. But right now, Mark Styles out to the lead. He has a 0.5 of a second lead over Mächler. Mächler putting a little space between him and Robbie Dodge, but going a little bit wide there. Something with his car. His car is a little fishtaily just now. Going wide off there as well. So Mächler just having a slightly slower lap, but 12.7 for him. That gap between him is 0.6 of a second. Styles, though, pulling out. Let's see when they come by that lead. 1 second. Oh, Mächler making a big mistake and allowing Robbie Dodge by. Right behind him is Raymond Derrick. So Mächler, something looking off on his car. He's just not as confident as he was in the A1 main, but he still has 5 minutes left to go. He needs to latch on to Robbie Dodge. They need to work together and chase down Mark Styles because he is just pulling away. Right behind them, Raymond Derrick and young Michael Bolt from the UK. He is in 5th. Max Cunning from 10th all the way to 6th. Morgan Williams, Eric Anderson, Dave Ver, and Joe Trandell as they come around. There's Dodge. He's trying to chase down Mark Styles. Ooh, there's Dodge putting a little bit of space. Right now, Derrick, though, chasing down Max Mächler. Oh, no. So we got 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go, and Mark Styles out to a 1.5 second lead as he comes down that straightaway. That was a 12.6. Dodge with a 12.6, Max with a 12.6, Derrick with 12.6, Michael with a 12.7. That gap still 1.4. Dodge and Mächler separated by 0.4 of a second. 0.3 back is Derrick, and 1.5 is Michael Bolt. Styles loving it right now. We are almost on the halfway mark, but we've seen a lot happen in the last few seconds of these races. Robbie Dodge putting some space between him and Mächler right now. There's Dodge. Mächler now going to be 1.1 seconds back. So Robbie Dodge in clean air, trying to chase down Styles. Let's see. It's going to be a little bit closer when they come across this time. A 12.7, a 12.7, still 1.5. Mächler stuck down there in 3rd. He's battling out with Raymond Derrick right now. Mächler and Derrick separated by 0.1 of a second. So we are currently following Robbie Dodge. That was a 12.9. Mark Styles now up in front by 1.6 seconds. This is similar to how qualifying went. Robbie Dodge was trying to chase down either Mark Styles or Max Mächler. Mächler still in 3rd, though. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. We are on board with Mächler. He's trying to fend off a hard-charging Raymond Derrick, and right behind him is Michael Bolt. Michael Bolt in that orange and blue car, or purple. Max Mächler not going to be happy to finish third. He would like to wrap this up in 2A finals, but that's why we have 3 finals. So Robbie Dodge just coming across the line. Mächler making some inroads now. Mächler now 0.8 of a second back. So Mächler got 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Styles only has a 1.4 second lead over Dodge. There's Mark Styles, our leader. Can Max Mächler get past Robbie Dodge and chase down Mark Styles? He's got 2 minutes and 22 seconds. He is currently 2 minutes and 2.2 seconds back. He's 1 second back on Robbie Dodge. Robbie Dodge, we see some late race charges by him as well. So Robbie Dodge, though, making up some time. That lead now going to be 0.8 of a second. Mächler 1 second back. So I don't know what's going on with Styles, but Robbie Dodge is absolutely flying right now. And Max Mächler right behind him. I think we're going to have a race coming up here with 1 minute and 50 seconds left to go. There you see Styles going through the C section part of the track as he goes down the short street into that 180 and through the chicane onto the back straightaway he will go. It's going to be a 12.8 and a 12.7 for Robbie Dodge, 9/10 back. Mächler for 12.6. So he is not too far. He's 1.7 seconds out of the lead. They are all coming into shot together. So Max Mächler finding some pace late in this race. Robbie Dodge trying to chase down Mark Styles. Mächler now coming up right behind Robbie Dodge. So that Automatic's finding some pace here right now. Robbie Dodge going to have to fend off a hard-charging Mächler. They have 1 minute and 8 seconds left to go. We have Automatics, X-Ray, Automatics right now, your top 3. Mark Styles hoping that these guys battle it out and let him race. It's only 1 second of a lead for Styles now. So it's Styles, Dodge, Mächler, Derek, Cunning, Michael Bolt, Morgan Williams, EA, Dave Verne, Joe Trendell. Our top 3 are now separated by 1.4 seconds. 0.5 of a second between Robbie Dodge and Mächler. Mächler, if he can't get first, he will want to get second because Styles has a second. It might come down to a tiebreaker. You never know. It's going to come down to A3, but anybody that wins A3 will be a tiebreaker between Styles and Mächler. And Robbie Dodge is right behind Mark Styles now. All of these guys are in our shot. They got 15 seconds left to go. They're going to get one more lap. So Mark Styles has to fend these guys off for one more lap. Robbie Dodge trying to fend off a hard-charging Mächler. These guys are driving extraordinarily well. Styles, though, woohoo! Mächler coming right behind him. Mächler looking. It's going to be Mark Styles, Robbie Dodge, Max Mächler, Raymond Derrick, Max Cunning, Michael Bolt, Morgan Williams, and Eric Anderson. Well done to Mark Styles. Let's go down and have a word with him. He'll be happy about that. Mark Styles trying to walk all cool and confident like that was nothing. Hey, man, it's like qualifying out there again.
Yeah, that was touch and go, wasn't it? But I think we've seen earlier today, Max has got really good pace. And to be honest, I think I was kind of relying on a mistake from Max to have a chance. And he made one. And I took my chance and managed to hold it together to the end. So
that's racing, though. That's how it goes. We saw it got kind of close there at the end with Robbie Dodge and him right behind you. I'm excited to see an A3. I know Max probably isn't, but you have a 1 and a 2. So if there's a tie break, you're going to be in the lead right there.
Yeah, I think the worst I'll be now is second, so that's good. I'm really pleased with that. Yeah, it all comes down to the last leg, but yeah, I was hanging on a bit at the end there, but you know, you only need to win by a nose, and yeah, I did what I needed to do. So,
how was your car? Was it good for you?
It was better than the first main. Seemed a little bit freer, and actually a little bit easier to drive. But I think, yeah, once I was out front, I managed to calm myself, settle my nerves, and yeah, just tried to keep it smooth and consistent and precise. So,
absolutely great driving, and we look forward to an awesome A3. And congratulations on the A2 win.
Thank you.
All right, that's Mark Styles. He takes the A2. We're going to go to an A3. That's going to be make for some awesome racing. We're getting ready for the A2 of the mod class. Up and ready to go. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Lots on the line here. And they're off. Max getting off to a great start. Oh, looks like Mark Stiles had a little bobble now. He's got a rearview mirror full of Robbie Dodge. Mächler out to the front. He has pulled off a gap right off the bat of just under a second. So it's going to be Mächler, Stiles, Dodge, Derek, Anderson, Bolt, Williams, Joe, Vera, Kenning. So there we see Mad Max in that white and orange as he comes past. That's a 12.5, a 12.3 for Stiles. They are separated by 7/10 of a second. Mark Stiles starting to come into that picture. He has a hard-charging Robbie Dodge right behind him, that solid orange car. There is Max Mächler, who won A1 of this class. Right behind him, the winner of A2, Mark Stiles, and Robbie Dodge. He's trying to be the upsetter and win an A final as well, make this a three-way tie. Max Mächler wants to win this with no problem as he goes down the straightaway. But now Mark Stiles right there trying to fend off a hard-charging Robbie Dodge and Raymond Derrick. Eric Anderson right behind them. Mächler coming onto the straightaway. He is going to be separated by 0.6 of a second. So he has got to put on the afterburners as well as Mark Stiles is on his way, breaking away from Dodge. Mächler, let's get back to that leader. There we see Max Mächler about to have a battle on his hands with Mark Stiles. Robbie Dodge just falling off just ever so bit. So there we see, coming onto the straightaway, this gap is going to be about 0.3 of a second. I was right, 0.3 of a second back. Through that S section they go. Mark Stiles, Robbie Dodge starting to put on the afterburner. He is 0.6 of a back, 0.5 back of Stiles. 0.2 of a second as they come across the line. It's about to be really close. Can Mad Max hold off from all the pressure of Mark Stiles? Mark Stiles been as cool as the other side of the pillar in most of his races. As they come down the straight, they are separated by 0.5 now. Robbie Dodge right there. Robbie Dodge now 0.3 back. So Mächler coming onto that backstretch as he comes down the straightaway. That is going to be 0.7 now as he goes by. Mächler starting to pull away ever so slightly. We have 5 minutes and 46 seconds left to go. Mark Stiles and Robbie Dodge going to be fending each other off there. 0.9, just under a second. So it's Mächler, Stiles, Dodge, Derek, Anderson, Williams, Dave Ver, Kenning, Michael Bolton, Joe Trendle. Mächler, this is what he needed in A2. This is what he's getting. He is absolutely in the zone. That was a 12.5. He's now 1.1 seconds in front of Mark Stiles, but we've seen with plenty of time left to go in this race, things happen. 5 minutes and 17 seconds left to go. That lead now to 1.2. Robbie Dodge, 0.4 of a second back. So still, so Max Mächler coming down the straightaway. He comes by, that's a 12.5, a 12.5, 1.2. All top three turned on 12.5 second laps. There's Mad Max Mächler. Mark Stiles trying to win this as well. A win for Stiles means he wins it. A win for Mächler will win it. A win for Dodge means it goes to a three-way tie. Mächler, though, now stretching that lead out ever so slightly. It's going to be 1.2 seconds. So Mächler and Dodge, Mächler and Stiles. Right now, Stiles trying to fend off a hard-charging Dodge who's 0.5 of a second back of him as he goes around that corner. We are currently following our leader, Mad Max. Your overall TQ took the win in A1. Looking to wrap this up in A2. Very emotional when he TQ'd yesterday. It is now 1.3 seconds he has over Mark Stiles. Robbie Dodge, 0.7 back. So Max Mächler, Mad Max, sending it max speed. 4 minutes to go, halfway through this race. It is absolutely flying. So there we are on board of Mark Stiles and Robbie Dodge. Robbie Dodge trying to chase down Mark Stiles. Mark Stiles trying to chase down Max. He now is 1.3 seconds back of Max. Dodge, 0.4 of a second back from Stiles. Dodge starting to gain on Stiles. Let's see what that lead is when they go by. 1.4 for Mächler. As we are watching that pink and green car, that all orange car is Robbie Dodge in the X-ray. So we have Automatics X-ray. Robbie Dodge now 0.5 back. 3 minutes and 16 seconds left to go. Mächler out front, not making any mistakes, driving cool as a cucumber. That gap now still at 1.4. So let's follow Max when he comes on the straightaway next time around. There we see Max going onto the straightaway. And there's Max Mächler. That was a 12.6, a 12.6 for all of our top three. Mad Max now leading by 1.3 seconds. So Mark Styles getting a little bit, 100th of a second in front of him. Back to 1.4 seconds back. So Mächler picking up some time for 12.5. Styles and Robbie Dodge both on a 12.6. So this is absolutely flying right now. Mächler 2 minutes and 26 seconds away from a world championship. All in his hands. The ball is in his court as Mark Styles is pulled away slightly from Robbie Dodge. So now Mark Styles should do it on a 12.6. Our top three all throwing almost identical lap times. Mächler coming by. That's going to be a 12.6 for him. Styles a 12.7, a 12.6. So now that lead now almost to 1.5 seconds for Mächler. 2 minutes ago. Can Mächler hold on? The pressure must be immense. Focus, Max, says Bjorn. Max coming through the S section. He's coming up to some lap traffic. He's going to have to maneuver through this lap traffic. All right, so there is Mad Max. We are watching Mad Max come by. As he comes through that chicane, he's got some lap traffic. With 90 seconds left to go, that lead is going to be almost 1.8 seconds for Mad Max. Robbie Dodge now 0.4 of a second back of Mark Styles, but we are following our leader. You can see Styles and Dodge and brought in a battle right in back, but we are following our leader. That lead is 1.9 seconds back from Mächler. The ball is absolutely in his court. Can the German racer take him a world championship in the 13.5 class? He has 1 minute left to go. Let's go, Max. Come on, Max, go. Max speed as he comes down that straightaway. It is going to be a 12.7. That gap now 2.1 seconds. So right now, Robbie Dodge and Mark Styles are battling, though. So they are battling. Right now, it's Mächler, Styles, Dodge, Eric Anderson, Morgan Williams, Kenning, Dave Vera, Joe Trando, and Raymond Derrick, Michael Bolt in 10th. Max just pacing himself off Bolt. Bolt lap traffic right now. Max looking very smooth. 26 seconds left to go. So Mächler, Styles, Robbie Dodge. We are going to follow our leader to the end. Mächler coming across the straightaway. He got 10 seconds left to go. His lead is 1.8 seconds. So Mark Styles probably going to finish for second. And we're going to see Max Styles come down the straightaway. Congratulations, Max. And Mad Max, as he takes the win, he is your 2023 13.5 Electric World Champion. There we see, congratulating Mark Styles, giving him a big hug. Absolutely amazing. Wow, there's Max, emotional. I know he's emotional. Oh my goodness. Oh, well done, Max. There he is, going to get his championship. EA coming up and giving him a big overall. It's going to be Max Mächler, Mark Styles, Robbie Dodge, your top three. Michael Bolt going to take a 4th overall. Eric Anderson 5th. Max Cunning, Morgan Williams, Raymond Derrick, Dave Vera, and Joe Trandell. Congratulations, Max. Absolutely amazing. As we follow him over. Well done, Max. Well done, Max. He is happy. He should be. Good job. Let me get down there so I can get an interview with him. Let's have a word from Max, our new 2023 Electric Track Spec champion. Well done, Max. Oh, I know how he feels. I'm gonna have to take him a napkin down there to wipe his eyes. Absolutely emotional, kissing that trophy. That's gonna get a ride back to Germany, I believe. Let me go have a word with Max. There we see Max getting congratulated by his mechanic. He's super emotional about this. I'm going to make my way down to the interview area to have a word with him. He is absolutely ecstatic. His teammates are ready to cheer him on as he makes his way over. Congratulations, Mad Max Mächler. Hey, great driving by you guys as well in your race. It was an awesome race as well. And his teammates are absolutely ecstatic for him. And I know he's going to be emotional when he gets over her. So there you following, our cameraman is following Mad Max. I'm over here waiting for him in the interview area. All right, so Max getting his congratulations over there. We're going to wait. I know it's a very emotional time for him from his competitors. We're going to get him over here. There we see Andy Murray, last year's last world champion here, won that in 2020 over in England. Congratulating him. Unfortunately, Murray not racing this weekend. So, and there's Max Kenning giving him a big hug. Absolutely amazing for Max. Dave Vera, the owner of F. Sarah here in Florida. There we see our Belgian EFRA official coming up, giving him a pat on the back. Max emotional. We're waiting for him to come over here and have a chat with him. Great win for Awesomatics here this weekend. Now can they take the win in mod? It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge. Well done, Max, as everybody gives him a round of applause. A lot of respect here from his fellow competitors. Good to see. He has worked hard. He's been on the road for 5 weeks, he told me. And it has all paid off with a championship. Donnie Leah giving him a congratulations. We see Jan Rafalski, his fellow German, giving him a round of congratulations as well. So lots of emotions here. I can't see who that is. There's Alex Robinson from Scotland. As also all the Awesomatics guys showing us some love. The Japanese drivers showing them some respect as well. So absolutely beautiful to see her at the 2023 World Championships. The amount of respect for this man who worked very hard to get his championships. He was emotional in TQ yesterday. And I'm sure is that Alex giving him a congratulatory. And Alex having a nosebleed. Okay, well. Okay, so Max making his way over here to the interview. There's young Zach Fuge. There's the USA team manager. I'm not sure of his name. And an exceptional show of respect for this gentleman and his hard work that he's put in. Michael Bruce giving him a big hug. We see O'Sheen from Red RC as well. And absolutely amazing. The man from KO Pro. Let's get Max over here to have a word. I know everybody's giving him a lot of congratulations. His teammates, Reinhardt, his fellow teammate and countryman, giving him some congratulations. I'm going to let him get all his congratulations in from his teammates. And a very emotional moment for Max. I'm very happy for him as well. Oh, Max, congratulations, good buddy. Come over here, man. I know you're overcome with emotion, as you should be, but congratulations, you are the 2023 Spec World Champion.
Thanks. Still can't believe it. This means so much to me.
Congratulations, man. I'm so happy for you. I know you're full of emotion. I'm going to let you go and celebrate this, but it was nice to meet you, and I'm glad I met you to win this. And
my pleasure, man.
Good job, man.
Thanks
Max
a lot.
Speed,
Thanks.
Mad Max. Congratulations to Max. There's your 2023. Go celebrate. Go have yourself a frosty beverage. Congratulations to Max. He absolutely takes that win. As you can see, this is RC emotion like any other sport. He's worked very hard for this. He's overcome. We still have a mod championship to be decided. Will we see the young Kemp Anderson, who made a mistake in A2? Will we see him make up for it? Will we see Arlovsky make it a challenge? Will we see somebody else like Reinhardt also come back for a challenge? We still got one more race to go, but congratulations to that man over there. He's overcome by emotions, and it's good to see the emotions and the sacrifice that he's made. I'm going to get back behind the commentary booth. Let's get back and get ready for the action.